Welcome back to the channel, my friends. It's been a little bit again. We've been going hard. We've actually been doing a ton of paint correction stuff. The Northern Performance Shine page stuff has really been blowing up this year. Dick and I have been really going crazy on them. Let me shut that off. It's following my face a little bit too much. So anyways, yeah, we've been going pretty hard on these paint correction ceramic coatings. Good time. This is actually one of my favorite things to do. Like, I almost wish I didn't have to work on cars ever again. Some weird kind of peace and serenity when I'm polishing a car and, you know, paint correcting it. It actually for me is very enjoyable. It's kind of weird. I think it's because I can listen some tunes and just not be distracted and just go to town, and then the result is super shiny, glossy cars that look better than pretty much anything in a parking lot anywhere you go. And that's always a rewarding feeling. I've always been really picky with things. I really like to keep things clean and nice and organized. It's like most of the stuff you can see we're starting to get out of hand. We got a bunch of engines pulled and stuff, but yeah, we've been going hard on the paint correction stuff. It's been a good time. So actually sold the engine out of the red truck loosely. Good customer friend of mine is gonna buy it at the beginning of beginning of October. So I'm actually gonna probably pull that out today. Today's 28th of August, Sunday. So actually gonna pull that out hopefully today. We got a couple little things to wrap up. Dick's over here finishing up this blue car, getting the wheels with some wheel armor on it so they shine and clean up a little better. But yeah, I think we're gonna pull the motor out of the red truck here in a little bit, and then actually going to put that 440 cubic inch in the red truck. That should be pretty interesting, and make my way over here if I don't run into anything. Turn this way. So yeah, Tyler's Fox body ended up having some oil pressure issues and some other issues, and it ended up being a little bit less trouble than we thought. So we have this 440 cube here. It's gonna be hard to spin around that way. We have this 440 inch 5cc dome top dart and sleeved engine that we acquired. That's actually pretty old. This engine got machined in the 99 or 2000 by a place in Detroit, Michigan. And they actually, to my knowledge, they don't make that cylinder wall sleeve anymore. I think they just went to the dry stuff. So I think what we're gonna do is pull the heads off the red truck since they're shaved down pretty far, put them on the 440, and then throw it in the red truck. And it probably won't make a ton more power, but probably be relatively the same to that 600 wheel, but it'll make more torque. But the big thing is I was gonna set it up a little thicker head gasket and stuff, so it's like 12.1 to 1 basically is where we'll sit. That way we can run 93 a little more easily on it. Like at 12.7, I ran 93 through it, like cruising and stuff, but I haven't beat on it, so I don't want to hurt the engine or anything. So we're gonna do 12 to 1-ish, I do believe, and then that way it's a little safer if we want to beat on it on pump gas. Not that it really matters, it's marginal stuff. But otherwise, we've got an LS swap here going for our friend Cody Watson. I've been trying to get to this since I think March, maybe April, so it's now September, so we'll see how that goes. Picked up some new heads for the Vet. So the Vet currently has the AHP Stage 4 heads, which are a little bit older. I think they were done 5 years ago. The Vet made 608 to the tire on E85, 588 on 93. So we're gonna do these Frankenstein F710s. We're just waiting on the titanium intake valves to come in for it. And then we're gonna throw these bad boys on it. These are a super nice head, actually. Try not to scratch my box. So we're gonna throw these bad boys on it. They're 10 degree. We got some CHE valve guides for the AHP head. So there was like 3 intake valves that are a little looser than I like. So that was something like, once we did the heads, we told the customer that, and he's like, So got really lucky. That was one of the reasons we ended up being able, well, I ended up being able to buy it from him, is because he didn't want to put any more time and effort to it, and he just kind of wanted to get out of the stick shift thing and get an auto. Here's Dick's wheel armor timer. Shiny babies. So yeah, the vet's gonna get those heads. We got a set of 2-inch primary long tubes for it. We'll throw the 2-inch exhaust headers on it, and then those heads, and hopefully it makes like 645 or 650. I'd be super happy with that. That should make it run pretty good. My intention was to never touch that car, and then obviously if you guys look around and take a peek at everything that I do and always do, I'm a sucker and I can't leave anything alone. And if I say I'm not going to do something, I'm just lying to myself, and I shouldn't do that. So there's that. Anyways, yeah. So we'll move on to some other cool stuff. So we got the heads back for Andrews 383. CT Performance, Detroit Racing Engines, CNC'd these heads for us. And man, they do a phenomenal job. I think these little 243s are going to run out pretty hard. We have this 383 going in as regular cab Silverado, the black one that had a 4.8. I know we put a couple videos of it idling and stuff. But we put together a little CP piston, 11.1 to 1, 383 cubic inch. So it's an aluminum 5.3. It's bored to a 3903, and then it has a 4-inch stroke crank in it. So it should be pretty potent. I think on E85, that'll probably make 520, 525. So we'll see. I think he's gonna poop himself because the truck only made like 320. He's gonna be like, dang man, this thing's fast. So that'll be good. A little confidence booster, you know. Get him rocking so he can hang out with me and Dick in the truck club, you know. Sad we got the Tech Dual titaniums on it. Exhaust board's pretty impressive in these. They're pretty wide, they're pretty big. Should make some jam. And a little warranty work over here. We had a clutch job we did in this vet for a friend Mike, and it had a little bit of a vibration, and take her apart and look at it again, and we got lucky. It was just a CV axle, so we didn't have to do anything extensive to it, just a little bit of work. But yeah, we will get that out of here today. It's Sunday, you know, get the engine pulled on the red truck and do all that stuff. And I guess we could take a gander outside real quick. A bunch of stuff out here. But yeah, you know, usual Sunday around here most of the time. Don't really get much of a break anymore. So we got a bunch of stuff out here hanging around. I got to tune about 7 vehicles, so just working at picking those off the list one by one. Yeah. But yeah, it's good stuff. I was actually just gonna work on this one, and I was like, I better make a video. This is a pretty cool 6-liter truck. One of our friends put together. I just gotta tune it and put some gauges in for him. It's gonna be pretty sweet. But yeah, good old Dick. His truck's here, you know. He daily drives it, beats the crap out of it. She's bad. She's a bad dude. I don't know if he ever made a video after he painted it, but we painted it here. We did an amazing job at the paint itself and the body work, and then it was like 5:30 in the morning and we rushed to clear, so we got a little more work to do on that, but it does look awesome. It just needs a little touch up. Sadly it's a 5-footer right now. 10 feet's good. 5 feet, you can pick some stuff apart, which, you know, everywhere you go people are like, shut up. Did it ourselves. We're not painters, we're horsepowerers. So one of the few Fords that we do, one of our friends from Florida had us lower their Ford F-150, baby. Ford. But it looks really good now. So we'll get that. They're going to pick it up tomorrow, I think. I think a couple things are going to get picked up tomorrow, so I have a little more space around here. Backyard's full of trucks again. A couple cars, but yeah. We'll pick up on this video here in a hot minute. We'll get some stuff organized. As soon as we get that white vet 100% wrapped up, we're going to run on the dyno one more time, make sure it doesn't vibrate, and then take it for a couple street miles, blah, blah, blah. Then we'll get the red truck on the hoist. We'll start jerking the engine out of that, just because why wouldn't you mess with something that's been perfectly awesome for the last year? Makes no sense. Hot rodders, man. You guys got a problem. I mean, we got a problem. But yeah, we'll finish up here in a little bit. I keep looking at the wrong side.
Said you're pulling the motor today, August 28th.
Yeah.
You're putting this in the White Fox? No? Maybe? No, you're not gonna?
Selling this. I'm gonna put the 440 back in the box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna get rid of this.
That was a pretty good save on picking that car up.
Well, we got lucky that it was destroyed. The heads are destroyed, but the block was fine.
Yeah.
So the bottom end was alright, so Maybe. We'll see. Probably put the 440 in this. When it's all said and done.
It's gonna be a monster with a 440 in it.
Still decided if we destroy it and make it like 13.5 to 1, 14 to 1, or if we just tone it down and make it like 11.5 to 1 for a good driver.
So the real question is you've had this truck since what, 19, 20?
3 years now.
Yeah, so about 19. How many motors we had in it?
3 or 4.
Same amount of torque converters?
3 or 4 or 5, yeah. It's not fun if you just use the same shit over and over. There's nothing fun about that. You gotta try stuff. Just like I said, I mean, what do you do from here? Like, not turboing it. Turbo trucks are stupid to drive. They have no balls until you're full boost. So I'll gap the shit out of a turbo truck in this until 100.
Because it's not like you're gonna be at the light by McDonald's and two-stepping this bitch to take off.
Gap every full size sits the same. NA versus turbo to 100. Half the turbo trucks that are full weight like this, like, never even get into the 10s. Like, they're just not. To me, they're just not fun. You gotta have an overly tight converter, and I'd rather take a blower or a big cube NA engine all day long. So much more responsive and snappy. Like, you don't even gotta floor this to do it, don't it? You can just smack the gas and it'll whip it down. The turbo, when you're sitting there for like 15 minutes, like, and it's like, okay, cool. No fun. Same thing with like Coyote cars or, you know, even Vets. Like, the supercharged and NA stuff is so fun to drive on the street because you have power, tap of your fingers. And the turbo stuff is just not appealing. Obviously, I always run turbo stuff for drag cars, but that's different. You're trying to make a bunch of power and they last longer with the turbo combo. Just easier on parts. But for street stuff, never have a turbo street vehicle, ever. That's what they sell superchargers for.
Speaking of turbo race cars, you got any new goodies for the green car or no?
I don't know. Just the usual stuff, the stacking parts, which I've been showing off in the videos, with like pistons and crank, or pistons rod, weight on the crank. A whole bunch of stuff we're waiting on. These 2-inch primaries sure do make changing the plugs really easy. Terrible. Got to use a wrench and turn them 1/16 of a turn at a time. It's so much fun. So much space. But at least there's not a turbo manifold melting my plug wires all the time.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It's hot. It's humid. It's sweaty.
Look at that.
I don't know, I just thought I got the Vet and I just really like driving the Vet, mainly because it's my absolute dream vehicle. So like, I'll sell the motor out of this and just take a break from sinking money into it because I can't ever leave it alone. So we'll see. The guy wants the engine in a few weeks, so we had a little bit of a window of time today. That clutch job ended up not being that bad, thank God. So I figured that would take us all day. Well, we got one. So I was like, well, I'll pull the motor out of the road truck then while we're all here sweating in the humidity.
Got any cool projects coming up?
The usual, the same. Cam job. That blue Z06, we're doing a whole bunch of stuff. Basically gonna max the stock blower out cam and all the cooling mods and a bunch of Cortez performance cooling stuff, BTR cam kit. Max out the stock blower and the guy have fun with it for a while until he gets bored, and then we put a 2650 on it after that, I guess.
Yeah, got it right up under there. At least it wasn't oil.
Fuel on my face, my neck and my back. Hot. Supposed to be having fun. What?
It's telling Andrew better get scrubbing his oil pan.
Hopefully his elapsed build time isn't going to be any kind of indication of how fast his truck's going to be. The other day he's like, after 6 o'clock you're going to catch me with my feet up. I ain't going to be doing much, but my feet finna be up. Like, damn man, I seen a helicoil get fixed over there on Saturday. But you know,
It's that millennial way of working.
kids these days. He's like, Papa's gonna be back on Sunday. I'm like, boy, get in there and make your own 383 run. Dad's too busy ruining his perfectly fine truck.
Don't you remember when we took the trans out of the Suburban?
Yes, and I was like, I wish I wouldn't have done this.
I'm waiting for that comment on this.
Nah, it's not that big a deal. I do wonder why I always have to ruin everything, though. Like, it ran perfectly fine. Why am I doing this? Could have just left it alone and been happy for the rest of my life. But instead, I was like, man, I got this vet.
You looking for that light?
No.
Oh.
I got this vet now. I don't really care about the truck anymore. I can't get rid of it, so just leave it sit around. Who knows? Maybe I'll just put a mild Cam 6 up. Put more money into that.
How about we go with the green car before the vet?
That's a good plan. I probably should do some stuff to that soon. Maybe I should sell it at 440 and then just.
I mean, that is your retirement plan.
Put like an LS2 in this with a cam. Some cheaper that still sounds good and drives decent.
He's got a 7-liter in the vet, so he doesn't need anything bigger than that. LS2 would be
Put
cheap.
5.3 if you can. Yeah, 5.3 in the front Morris.
Hey, it ran like that last year, Andrew. Probably as fast as your 383.
Do what?
I said it was probably as fast as this 383. Do we want to talk about why the flywheel bolts are tight now instead of when we went to the back? Do we want to discuss this?
That is a shiny new flywheel.
Yeah, that is the
Courtesy of your boy.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it or anything. I'm just the reason it has a new one.
I forgot about that. Thanks for bringing that up. I was like, man, Andrew hasn't really cost me much lately. We lucked out on that not being a big oral deal. I'm like, man, this is not too bad.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Everything ended up fine. I was just admiring that shiny flywheel. I'm like, why'd you put that in? Oh, wait. I know.
oh man. I really do think that that's what I'll do, though. I think I'll pull those heads off this and put them on the 440, just because then Mike gets brand new heads, and then he'll have a manageable compression ratio for 93, because I know he's not going to want to run that.
He was way up in the middle of PFE, so 93 is more comparable than 85.
Well, like I said, I mean, those ones are brand new stock deck height. We cut like 20 or 25 foul off this to get the compression where we wanted it. So like if I put the stock deck height on there, it'll probably drop it back down to like 11.9 or 12.0 to 1. Probably about 12.0 to 1.
That's still a good amount of compression. What
Well,
are you going to put it in?
It's I think it's got like a 2-wheel drive 80 Suburban.
Big gangster.
It actually would be cool. I do believe that's what it was. Wouldn't it, Andrew?
That would be very, very cool. Not as cool as the red truck, but
Don't drop that board.
I'm not gonna. My daughter did it.
Probably take your heads off anyways. I think that would be what would be best everybody.
I think it's a good plan.
Gotta give the people what they
Because he likes to
want.
drive his stuff. Like,
Oh,
he really does.
like I said, we beat on stuff more. He's just gonna drive it. So, like, if exactly that, like, I've had 93 through this. It's probably not the best thing in the world. Like, I just drove it. I wouldn't want to beat on it like that, but you can't trust everyone to be like, if you put 93 in this, don't beat on it just in case.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh man, I got a melted piston.
I definitely couldn't run 93 in mine.
No. It'd be too easy to just be like, just once. But, yeah, because
Maybe put 93 in the store.
this should be 12.7, maybe 12.8, maybe 12.9. We didn't double, triple check it, but depending on deck height, we had about 3,000 piston on the block. Probably, my guess was 12.7, 12.8 should be where it's at. Like I said, if we put a 71cc head back on it, it'll be 11.9 or 12-1, which is like 11.90, 12-1, super easy to get to run on 93. You don't have to get as weak with timing. Like on my 93 table, I basically pulled like 6 degrees out of where it could be and then just put it in the ethanol table so that way it would, you know, have a bunch of timing on E.
I think that's a good plan.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. Like I said, we got brand new in the box set over there. I was going to take him and have him decked, and I was like, if I do that, then he's got, you know, he'd have to be careful. This way he wouldn't have to be careful and probably only lose 25 little horse, 25 fly little horse at best. So, probably do that. Then I'll have a brand new set. We have beat on these all summer.
So it'd be what? 670 fly about that? 650 fly wheel?
Yeah, probably 650.
That's plenty enough in one of them old Suburbans.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Right, Andrew?
Correct.
I like his close-ups.
I like it, actually. That's how I know I'm in my prime. Yep, I don't know if it was a good one. I didn't want to touch the good one.
That takes a good one.
Can you grab my long extension? I'll pull this other motor mount out so that they're both just out of the way forever. Dispose of that guy back out there somewhere. Got it. Got it.
So this should be like 20 minutes.
What's that?
So this video should be like 20 minutes.
Oh. We need to get better about videos, Richard. Ugh.
You know, we bought a GoPro to take with us to do We haven't used it once. We even got a suction cup.
I looked at it a couple times. I'm like, cool. Yeah, I got a GoPro.
Get an helmet.
awesome
I'm gonna start
GoPro.
wearing it on my head.
But 4th of July doing donuts and stuff would have been perfect at this time.
Yeah, if only we cared about our professional YouTube career like we do our professional being dumbasses career. Like, what are you really excelling, guys? Well, we're not the smartest, but we can make fast.
It can be shiny and quick.
How's your guys' planning and scheduling? And we're like, yeah, we don't really talk about that
What
stuff.
is that?
And somebody asked me about
Like today, we were going to dinner at 7. Dick's like, let's go to Mighty Fine Pizza today. Really sounds good. And then I'm like, tell my girlfriend, like, be ready by 7. We're going to Mighty Fine Pizza. And then she's like, they're closed on Sunday, idiots. And I'm like,
We're supposed to know.
Yeah, like
dang it.
I was sitting at a wedding last night. I didn't check the schedule. It just looked really good when I see the picture.
At least we know where we want to eat.
Yeah, we'll do it on a weekday.
This week's going to be busy, actually, because we got to do a lot of stuff. And we got to figure out some organization stuff on the, like, Tuesday, I have a meeting
Yeah,
for the, yeah, I told him to message you and see how your schedule was, too. I didn't know I was going to do it right away, but we got to go meet with the city for that drag race thing. And then, oh, thanks.
He's like, I need somebody to run the tree. I was like, I'll do whatever you want me to do, John. I'll do it. I'll make one person like take
We
off
got to go
later.
over there a day before and set up everything.
Yeah, I
and
told
then,
him
like-
I gotta work Saturday, but I said I can be there right after work on Saturday.
So we got to go over there and help set up, and then we got to go over there and. So that'd be cool if you ran the tree, because I don't want to run the tree.
Yeah,
I can't sit still.
Does
for
it have the
5
delay
hours.
thing to where like you can
Probably.
make one lane leave slower
Hopefully,
than the other?
trick everybody and be
I
like,
will.
we win.
Bracket racing.
Be like, Team Nord Performance won everything.
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy stuff.
Give you guys the pro trees, the other one nice and old style.
Yeah, be like, whoops. Wow, that's nuts. You guys lost every time.
Or hit, make it sort of red lights on everybody every time. Like, oh man, you guys lost. Andrew can push us 383 at that point, and then
Trucking.
anybody's looking for some.
Oh, whoa, but now we got oil now, so just go back up. Oh, you just drug the coolant out. Damn it, Dick. So you remember that planning and paying attention thing that none of us here do very well at all? I mean,
The coolant's out of the block.
Andrew's like, I had valve covers on it last time I looked at it. In the truck.
So anyway, I just started dipping.
yeah. So what I did was I just started. There we go. Good. You got anything that we can hold that trans on? Well, help me with that really quick so we can go eat dinner. I'm starving. We get too fat to not eat anything until 7:30 at
Yeah,
night.
I was thinking about
I'm hungry as
that. I only eat 74 packs of Swedish food.
hell. 4 packs? That sounds like more work than worth. You gotta open them.
I don't know, I grabbed them out of that bag in the kitchen and I was like, man, these are very small packs of Swedish food. But I was lucky enough to end up with 2 red Starbursts and 1 pack, so that was alright.
Tell the people about Andrew's engine. How you're doing.
See this? This is a 383. Andrew's gonna put it in that black truck. He's gonna be very disappointed when he gets gapped by the 5.7. Give him a head. I'll even give him a head start. Like, all right, I'll let mine warm up while you take off. But he had this company do this CNC machining, and these heads look awesome. Look, let's see if I can get you guys in there. Look at that. Look at that. It's got tick, dual valve springs, a titanium retainers, just like I got, because he wants to roll quick.
You tell me when. Good? Are you good? Oh.
There you go. Now you can start doing that.
Okay. Good. Can you unplug that wide van while we're there?
Yep.
Because then I'll just take that header out of there. Whew. I don't put everything in the box. I'm tired. I'm old.
Just had that birthday.
What's that?
I said, just had that birthday.
I just had that birthday.
Yeah.
36. I keep forgetting that. I'm really freaking old.
Can I get those bird cutters?
Yes. See those red wires right here. Going back where they go, so we don't lose.
So what are we gonna eat now?
I don't know. I asked you and Chelsea to make a decision, and nobody said a single thing.
Jesse didn't have any ideas?
I haven't answered my phone, so it's really dirty.
I was gonna say, where
Then
does
unplug it.
she eat, and then we'll figure it out from there.
If anyone has any recommendations, let us know, and then we'll see him in about 3 weeks when Dick gets his video posted.
Yeah, we're not live. No, we did. I seen the notification that we can do fucking YouTube Live now.
Not if you keep saying the F word.
Yeah, we will be. Well, I don't know. I mean, I hear people use that word.
You see another spark plug wearing it? I lost one forever.
Probably one of the headers. You probably dropped it in the motor. Like you almost did that bolt.
I dropped it and it looked like it went off to the side, and I'm like, oh, I'll grab that later, and then I look for it and I'm like, huh, it was on this side. Probably like up in the frame rail or something.
Probably.
It was.
Get both the headers off. Trans is up.
You just gotta load this on the trailer and take it home.
Not yet. I thought about it, and no, because we might work on it soon. It really depends on how I feel. I don't feel strongly about getting it running this year just because, but then I also can't stand when stuff isn't running and it's just sitting around like you're moving it, or we'll see. If I end up switching those heads, probably what I'll do is switch those heads, put the, I don't know. Probably what I'll do is get it running before it snows. That way we can move it and start it. But I don't want to just be sitting around, and then if you have to move it for any odd reason, you're like, it doesn't run, cool. When we have everything to make it run, I really am tossing it up in the air, like, should I just put a stocker motor in it with a cam and just cruise it? Or should we make that 440 13.5-to-1 and just make it really nasty, rowdy? And I mean, at this point, I'm going to drive the Vet whenever we drive it,
So
like to go anywhere. So then,
if you're gonna do the 440, then it just has to be 1000% nasty.
agree? Bigger cam, stupid cam,
Like hard to drive. No, not a street.
like
drive.
really hard to drive. Just like, God, this thing just sucks.
This?
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
Just on the
No,
radials.
that's what Dick said.
In this?
'Cause the cam that
'cause
was-
he's gonna drive that.
The cam that was in that was like a 245, 254. The cam that's in that is like a 251, 270.
That is true. I mean, you got the Vet, but driving this, which I understand.
How many miles have you
But-
put on it since the end of
I put
July?
more on the Vet than I have this, and I've had the Vet for 5.5 weeks.
There we go.
I
So
put
make this
1,700 miles on the Vet already, and I barely put 1,200 on this.
just between this and the green car, because everybody knows the red truck and everybody's gonna know the green car. So just make this an absolute monster.
Because I'm not putting a bigger cam in the
No,
Burgundy car, I don't think.
That car drives well.
It drives really well, so we'll do the head.
Go stupid with the red truck.
Yeah.
Leave the Corvette a nice driver.
And then you have a 200-mile-an-hour, 8th-mile race car sitting in the painting place.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of thinking putting something cheaper in this, which, end of the day, I could sell that 440 for a bunch. 10, 11 grand with those heads probably. But then what do you buy for an LS2 or an LS3? A $4,000 or $5,000 long block?
Yeah.
and then put a cam and stuff in it, you know. Or
Also that you know what you have.
yeah, I mean, it's like one of those things where like,
And you're
if we had some leftover stuff that maybe got traded in, sure, but I'm not gonna go buy a dropout LS3
Gotcha. 383.
for 6 G's. Well, that's what I mean. We're gonna have we got a deal on some stuff and got some stuff
It works out.
sponsored to
It-
us.
it worked out
That's an
really good.
$8,500 long box. So that's what I mean. Like we build something new, or even like get by, and you're like, wow, that was still expensive. So why not just put something expensive in it? I already have it too. So.
You already have it,
Eh,
and with
eh.
selling that,
Well, I mean, the money
You're
from
not
this can
into
just
it a
go
lot.
to the race car then. Because I'm getting 10 grand for that complete. So I'm out cylinder heads on the other thing.
So we're coming into October. Now it's going to be time to really just switch focus onto the green car.
Just became to September.
I already got
Like
my
that,
schedule
yeah.
done already
Oh,
in
gotcha.
October.
it's August 28th.
It's
here
so
it is.
August. He's like, we're coming into October.
Yeah. I got to think way far ahead.
I get it. Jake's ready to start like motorboats.
Looks like I've been ordering snowboard boots and
Yeah, I got those.
snowshoes.
I got all that shit brand new still, and they still haven't used it in like 5 years. I don't have anybody go snowboarding yet. Nobody goes pumpkin patch. Who's got time for that?
I know Chelsea's always like, I wish you'd go snowboarding with me. And I'm like, Nick, well. She's like, I'm not going to go snowboarding with your friend. I'm like, why not?
We and her used to go snowboarding all the time.
She won't go to Cedar Point with me. She won't go snowboarding with you.
She don't like us anymore.
Man.
She's like, Kenny came
Anymore?
back. She's like, Kenny came back from prison. Dick's his friend again.
Yeah. Even anymore, I don't think she's ever liked me.
Hater. Class act hater.
We gotta get her. We're gonna have to do a feature on Chelsea on the channel. one day.
Grab that.
Like, maybe wear like a spy cam or something so she
Yeah.
doesn't know we're recording.
Because if she knows you, she'll just be like,
She'll
you
be
guys are
nice.
stupid.
No, she'll just be really nice. Like,
I
hi
don't know.
Kenny, can I make you Rice Krispie
What are you
treats?
doing? I'm not talking to that.
Yeah. Instead of being like, you're a f***ing moron.
All right, let's get this cleaned up so we can go eat. I'm hungry. Catch you guys later.